People hear power station and immediately think government, corruption, and hundreds of millions of dollars. But that assumption is wrong. Let's break it down. The 1 to 3 megawatt power plant is considered small, but it's incredibly powerful in practical terms. 1 megawatt can power 700 to 1,000 homes, or more importantly, 5 to 10 small factories running consistently. With 1 to 3 billion, an investor can build a 1 to 3 megawatt gas-fired and solar hybrid power plant located close to demand. This type of plant supplies electricity directly to industrial clusters, welders, block factories, sachet water plants, cold rooms, bakeries, packaging companies, hospitals, estates, and light manufacturers. These businesses already rely heavily on diesel. Many are paying 250 to 400 naira per kilowatt hour just to stay operational. So when a power provider offers stable, predictable electricity, even at similar prices, but without downtime, uptake is not the issue. Demand already exists. Reliability is the product. This is why powering a few streets of industry has quietly become more profitable and more bankable than building massive 500 megawatt power plants that depend on Nigeria's fragile national transmission network. Large plants generate power, small embedded plants deliver power directly and get paid. Now, what about regulation? It's simpler than most people think. You register a company with CAC, you apply to NERC for an embedded and captive generation permit, which is much easier when under 10 megawatts. You secure environmental approvals. If it's gas-fired, you sign a gas supply agreement. You execute power purchase agreements with factories and estates you supply, and you secure land and local planning approvals. That's the core structure. Of course, this business has risks. For gas-fired plants, the biggest risk is gas delivery. Pipeline disruption, pressure issues, or supplier failures can shut down generation even when demand is strong. This is why serious operators plan redundancy, multiple gas sources, LPG backup, or partial solar hybrid systems. It's also important to understand that the generator itself is only part of the cost. Land, pipelines or evacuation lines, interconnection, security, operations and maintenance are all included in the 1 to 3 billion range. Nigeria's power problem is not that we don't generate electricity. It's that reliable power doesn't reach where demand actually sits. So, the opportunity is not fixing the national grid. It's not building factories, it's powering small clusters properly, consistently, and profitably. That's how modern power businesses should really work in Nigeria. So, if you found this breakdown useful, like the video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Would you invest in power stations in Nigeria, or is this risk too high for you?
Just so you know, this is for information only and not advice. Some details or policies might have changed by the time you're watching this.